Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and I'm hitting you with the second video today to talk exclusively about the Black Friday mega sales, deals, and different crystal offers so that you can come away with the best possible purchases if you're looking to spend money or if you're looking to just spend your crystals. However, I don't like the word or how they phrased this sale, so I'm just going to refer to it as the BF sales from now on. If you've got a BF, if you are a BF, there you go, you've got it. So we're going to go through all of the different relays, all of the different packages. I'm going to explain what's worth your investment, what's not, and which of the limited quantity sale items you should try to stake out, because that offer is back with certain sales being on for a limited amount of time, after which they will disappear. But the first thing I want to do is go through the store and mention all of the new items on sale that are not worth it. We'll talk about the BF tokens at the end and how you can get up to 400 if you want to get up to 400 and why that might be a good idea for you. But first, let's go through the stuff that you should absolutely not purchase whatsoever. The first one being the X-Men Advancement Pack. Really overpriced, and you're essentially only purchasing it for the crystals and perhaps for, well, actually for the feathers and perhaps for the crystals. Definitely a bad pack right now. These four new packs, the Universal Pack, Speed Pack, Combat Pack, and Blast Pack, they look a lot more enticing. I will give Netmarble that credit, but 200 bios is just way too low, considering that there's only one super premium character that you can get in these bioselectors that you can't get from regular bioselectors, and that would be the A4. So for Combat it's She-Hulk, for Blast it's Sister Grimm, and for Universal it's Singularity. That is the only reason in hell that anyone should even think of purchasing these packs. I still think it's a bad deal, but if you're desperate to get one of those characters and you don't have any patience whatsoever for a bio sub or something like that, then you might consider this. The only reason why I'm saying you might consider it is because you also get 10 BF tokens, but I still think that this is a rotten deal. They should make this at least 400 bios. I think it should honestly just be 600 bios, but whatever. Moving on, we have some BF only sales, which are pretty cool. The special packs here, you do not want to buy any of these. Stay far away from them. They're just not good. They don't benefit from the double crystal or triple crystal bonus, so you're really only getting 3,300 crystals. Really bad sale. In addition, the Anniversary Pack and the Tier 2 Mega Advancement Pack are also not good either, because although you do get a lot of items, and I have purchased these before in the past, you will see that there are much better crystal sales going on right now, even if you purely just want crystals. So even if you're only here for those blue diamonds, stay far away from the Anniversary Pack, the Tier 2 Mega Advancement Pack, the Tier 2 Basic Pack, and I would also stay away from these chests. They don't have an increased drop rate. They also have the regular combat chests here, and this doesn't even make sense. Why would you have this in the store when you have the discounted ones in the store? Anyways, I would also stay away from the card chests and the custom gear chests and the other chests right now, because they don't have very good offers, as we've discussed before, and they don't have any BF tokens, which is kind of the goal here. We're trying to get these BF tokens. So I will start off by saying, as far as the things that you do want to buy, because we've just covered all the things you don't want to buy. The things that you do want to buy, I think the absolute best value right now for your crystals is uniforms. Right now, this is the only time of the year that you can get crystals or you can get uniforms for this crystal price. This is half off. They're usually 40% off. So you're only saving 125 crystals. But for those of you that are super savers and who have been waiting all year since January for this sale, you could be saving literally thousands of crystals if you're purchasing up to 10, 20 uniforms at a time. And while, you know, 1 or 2 uniforms is still going to save you 250 crystals, you can, you know, end up saving a whole lot more if you've banked on this sale. And this is the only time of the year that we get the sale. I do want to stress that. I never see the sale on at a different time. So I think this is the best time for uniforms if you need them. Of course, the same rules still apply for uniforms. Don't buy the bad ones for characters that need to be reworked. Don't give Netmarble crystals for silly things. But If you have ones that you know have saved and you were banking on getting and that you just need for some reason, I might actually get Daredevils, then now is the best time to do that. I think the second best deal after the uniform is actually just straight up crystals. And I say straight up crystals because it's very clear what you're getting, and you're getting a 1+2 bonus, which is again the only time this comes around every year. Now your prices may be different, but I believe in US currency it's 100 for the last one, it's 50 for the 275, and then it's 30 for the 1650. But it's not actually 1650, it's 1650 multiplied by 3. So I believe you get a lot more than that. I don't know what the math is, but you get a lot more. Okay, so I did the math and it's 4,950 crystals. So you get almost 5,000 crystals for $30. A much better deal than normal, but it extends all the way up because instead of getting 11,000 crystals for $100, you're actually getting 1,600 or 16,500 crystals for $100, which I know is a lot of money, but it goes without saying that it's the best deal if you just want pure crystals. Keep in mind that only the base crystal amount will count towards your VIP. So currently I have 261 of 276,000 VIP at the bottom there on the right side. If I purchase the 5,500 crystal pack, I will not jump to VIP 13, even though I'm getting enough crystals to make that jump. I'm getting more than 15,000 crystals. Only the first 5,500 will count towards my VIP count. So please keep that in mind. As far as other unique sales go for this BF event, there are a couple of different ways that you can look at it. We have a couple of sales on for money, and then we have a couple of sales on for crystals. So essentially, if you don't have crystals already saved up, you're gonna have to purchase some of these money sales in order to accumulate crystals and then spend those crystals on different packs. I think the packs that cost crystals in value outweigh the money packs, but it is important to see the kind of balance between the two. And of course, I think the best one is the BF Celebration Pack. This because you get the Tier 2 Mega Advancement Ticket. This is a very rare sale. We only see this twice or 3 times a year, but they've thrown in a bunch of new things like hidden tickets, boost points, 3 million gold, and more importantly, 80 BF tokens. And these BF tokens are actually pretty valuable for things that you can get. I mean, 50 tokens get you 1 fully awakened ISO, which is actually pretty good. But there's actually better things that you can get with if you want to get awakened ISO, so we'll discuss that in a minute. But I want to give you guys a bit of a breakdown on some of the other items that you can get with your crystals. So the first thing that you're going to see, I can't show it to you right now in the store, so I'll show you the infographics that are up on the Mobram website. These are the limited quantity sales, and these sales will come, they'll appear at a certain time, and they'll have a limited amount, 2,000, 4,000, and you just have to be one of the first people to purchase it. I had a pop-up already for the custom gear pack because it was the first thing on sale, but I didn't purchase it. Or actually not the comic card pack, I think it was not the custom gear, the comic card pack, but I didn't purchase it. But essentially we have these different deals, and some of them are good and some of them are trash. So the Nordstone of Chaos pack I think is terrible, even though it's only 750 crystals. They cut the price in half, still worthless. The comic card pack is okay. You will not get premium cards from it, but it's only 600 crystals for 6 legendary cards, which is equal to 1 mythic card after you combine them. But you also lose 50,000 gold from the combine. So think about that. You also get 500,000 gold. You get 10 Black Friday BF tokens. It's a pretty good deal. The custom gear pack is terrible only because you get no BF tokens. Even though you're getting 5 obelisks at 5 stars, there's no CTPs in that. And it's 750 crystals. And they've already mentioned before that they're lowering the cost of the CTP chest. The CTP crystal chest is lowering its cost from 675 crystals to 405 crystals. So that is far and away the better chest. I don't know why Netmarble put this custom gear chest in, because it's just straight up worse, way worse than the CTP chest. I mean, this one costs more crystals, has no CTPs in it, and it doesn't have any BF tokens. So what is the incentive to purchasing that custom gear pack? Stay far away from it, my friends. The ISO 8 pack is actually okay. You get 6 ISOs, one of each type, for 375 crystals. That's not bad. You also get some gold and 5 BF tokens. But I think the best deal, the sleeper deal of these limited quantity sales, is the last one, the Awakened package. You get 3 fully awakened ISO 8, and I know you might be thinking, I'm going to get Nimble, I'm going to get HP or crit rate. You might, but you might get some of the really good ones, and because you get 3, there's a better chance that you're going to get one of the really good ones. You also get 3 regular ISOs, and you also get 20 BF tokens, which is the most you can get from any of these limited sales. So they've really piled on the deal with this Awakened package. I think it's the best one, and I think Netmarble knows it's the best one because you can only purchase 1 every time it rotates in the store. So you can purchase a total of 2, but it's only once per store rotation. So I think if you do have the crystals and you're a high level player who needs to throw Awakened ISOs on their ABX characters or their just high level characters, this is a really good investment. 1 Awakened ISO costs 22 regular ISOs because it takes 21 ISOs at 6 stars to awaken 1 ISO from 0 stars red to 6 red stars. So you're getting like more than 60 ISO in that total 6-star ISO in that set. It's a great deal. As far as some of the other sales are concerned, you have the Relay pack, which is one of the last ones that I wanted to talk about. This one is kind of interesting because it has kind of a smorgasbord of different items that you get, and it goes up in price all the way up to more than $100 for the last pack. But it's actually a decent deal when you break it down, both for veterans and for new players. So it's interesting. These premium hero chests are the ones that you can open to get, you know, anywhere from 3 to 6-star heroes. It includes paywall characters. This is not much to write home about, except if you're a new player. I think it's actually a really good deal. I think most new players, if you're thinking of investing even a dime in this game, I think this package is actually better than the Stark Stash, because for the same price, you're getting 5 chances, 5 attempts to get a paywall character, which is worth, you know, quite a bit. You get some energy, some boost points, you get 500 crystals. So I think that's a very, very good starter deal to kind of get your feet wet. But in total, if you're interested in buying all 5 of the relays, because as you can see, it goes up in terms of the cost and in terms of the package, here is what you're looking at, because I did do the math. For the full relay, if you purchase all 5 sets, it costs $195 US. Again, that may be in a different currency, but we're going to go off of the US price, so don't get confused by the prices that I'm showing, because that's the Canadian price. But for $195, what do you get? Well, you get 21,450 crystals. Now, that might not seem like a lot, and you're right. If you go to the store and the crystals for the 1+2 that I discussed earlier, for the same number of crystals, 21,450, it would only cost you $130. You would buy the 550 crystal bonus once, and you would buy the 2,750 crystal bonus once. So for essentially $65 less, you can get more than 20,000 crystals. However, you have to also count what the bonus items are in these different relays, and they do definitely get substantially better with these relays, as you can see. So I want to compare the difference. The $65 difference between just buying crystals outright versus buying all 5 of these BF relay packs is the following. We have the 5 premium hero chests that I already discussed. In the first relay, we have 1,150 boost points, which you can do the math on that. It's a lot of crystals because 100 boost points costs you 150 crystals. Then you have 200 Phoenix Feathers, which is worth quite a bit. It's worth about 200 BF tokens. You have 100 energy, 400 bioselectors, 300 X Gene bioselectors, which are only for Rogue, Beast, Storm, and Cyclops. Then you have, not Magneto, no, never mind. Then you have 2,000 rank 1 black antimatter, which is almost half as much as you need for someone like Quicksilver, which is insane to think that a new player could jump in and immediately get Quicksilver unlocked. You also get 2,000 Nornstones, which we know with the upcoming changes means you can tier 2 4 characters, which is crazy. Then you also get 6 sorry, 3 6-star Uru. These are guaranteed to be exactly physical attack, energy attack, and HP. So you won't get energy defense or some dummy dodge Uru. You will get exactly those. And then the best part is you get BF tokens. The last relay gives you 100. In total, you get 195 BF tokens. And that's important because there's going to be a BF token shop where you can spend your tokens. It's not up yet, but I can show you what you get for investing your tokens, and you have some pretty sweet deals, culminating in, for 400 tokens, you can get either a mega tier 2 advancement ticket, which we know is worth 8,200 crystals, or you could get 100 million gold. That's right, 100 million gold. Now, if you ask me, is 100 million gold worth more than 8,000 crystals? Yes, it is. If you do the math on how much gold you'll get from 8,000 crystals, it's not even close. Even if you went the route of using the gold booster, even if you went the route of really stretching it out, you'd probably only make up about 100 million, maybe 150 million, but that would take you literally months of getting that booster every day and slowly grinding up that extra gold to make it up to 100 million. And that's not including the cost of the energy that you're putting into those missions. So it kind of gets, you know, a bit hazy as far as that's concerned. Very briefly, I want to also discuss the crystal limited event. Please don't try and spend crystals just to get some of these items. They're all basically terrible. 10,000 crystals is way too much for a mega rank up ticket. I know the mega rank up ticket looks nice, but unless you have something to spend crystals on, don't spend them just to try to get that. It's only worth about 2,500 crystals, which is a fourth of what they're asking you to spend. Keep in mind, you don't spend these crystals on these items specifically, you spend them on other items, but still, I just want to warn you guys in case you get itchy that you're at 2,000. Oh, I can get a little bit more and I can get those XP chips or something like that. These are just terrible rewards. The only reward worth anything on this list is the mega rank up ticket, and sadly it costs way too much. If they cap this at 5,000 crystals, I would say go for it, but 10,000 is just way too egregious. Finally, I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of math for you guys if you wanted to get up to 400 BF tokens, because I did mention that 100 million gold is a lot, a mega tier 2 ticket is a lot, and I have a few different ways, actually 2 different ways, that you can get up to 400 tokens in order to get to those prizes. So the first setup that I have is kind of a smorgasbord, a grab bag of different items. You would get the full BF relay, which I think is the best deal for BF tokens. So that is going to cost you a lot of money as an investment, but it's going to give you almost 200 tokens, which almost gets you halfway there. Then you spend some of those crystals you get from your BF relays, because you're going to have, you know, over 20,000 crystals. You go and you throw some of those crystals and you get the BF pack, and that's going to jump you up another 80 BF tokens. So now you're sitting pretty at 275 BF tokens. Now there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You could buy another BF pack and jump up to 355, and then you're very close to 400. Or you can invest in some of the things that I already discussed, like the ISO 8 Awakening pack. You can buy that twice, that's 40 tokens. The comic card pack, you can buy that 6 times, that's 60 tokens. You can buy the ISO 8 regular pack, which is 6 ISOs at 6 stars for I believe it's 375 crystals, and that would give you another 5 tokens, because we're off by 5 since the relay doesn't give 200, it gives 195, which I think is super sneaky, Netmarble. I see what you did there, and I don't like it. And you could also actually get the Uru pack. I don't think the Uru pack is very good as a standalone item because it's extremely risky. It's one of those sales that could go either extremely well for you or extremely bad for you because of the fact that you could, again, get a dodge or attack speed or skill cooldown or energy defense or physical defense Uru. But it is good in the sense that it gives you 20 BF tokens, which is a lot. So you can take that risk and weigh that against getting up to 400 BF tokens in order to get that extra mega tier 2 ticket or that 100 million gold. Lastly, I just want to reiterate what I said about the gold versus the 100 million gold versus the mega tier 2 ticket. Normally I can grind out about 5 million gold per day doing various game modes. Not 5 million of that gold comes from actually spending energy, but I think I can bump that up to about 9 million, 8 million gold, sometimes 10 million gold if I buy the gold booster. So for 365 gold or 365 crystals, the gold booster that lasts for 3 days essentially gives you about an extra, 15 million gold. You can kind of look at it that way, but it's over the course of 3 days, so it's about 5 million gold per day, give or take. And it also includes the fact that you're still spending a lot of energy to run these various game modes, like special missions, like epic quest missions. If you want to spend do it the long way out, definitely getting that mega tier 2 ticket is worth way more, since we know it's worth, close to 6,000 crystals, and 6,000 crystals, if you equate it to the gold booster, is a lot more than 100 million gold over the course of, a month and a half, 2 months. But again, it's over the course of that much time, because you're only getting 5 million per day. That means you're getting 60 million per month. So you have to see it that way. 100 million gold on the spot, that instantly tier 2s, or that instantly ranks up any native tier 2 that you might have. So you have to weigh the immediate benefit of 100 million gold and the fact that it sounds cool, 100 million gold, versus those crystals in the long run. And keep in mind, I'm comparing it as far as crystals are concerned, but that tier 2 mega advancement ticket is not actually worth crystals. It's just a tier 2 mega advancement ticket. So it might be worth a lot less than 6,000 crystals to you if you don't have anyone to mega rank up. Myself, for example, I don't, and I also have a tier 2 mega advancement ticket sitting in my inventory, so there's really no point in me getting it. The 100 million gold makes a lot more sense. Overall, I think that these BF deals are so-so. I think that the uniform sales are great. I think that some of the crystal deals are good. I think the first relay pack is actually very good, especially for new and intermediate players who are still building their roster because of those premium hero chests. I wish that they had made more of an effort to promote the new premium comic cards, because so many people in the community are looking for them, and a lot of people feel jilted that they spent crystals and they couldn't pull any of the premium cards. So it would have been a really nice kind of thank you to the community if Netmarble had put in a special sale where it was one per account for the entire time of the offer. Let's say it was 1,000 crystals or 2,000 crystals, and you just guaranteed one 6-star premium card. Even if you didn't get the one that you wanted, you'd still come away with a premium card, so you wouldn't feel like you got completely blindsided by RNG. So I really wish that they had done that. They kind of did that with the CTP chest by lowering it to 400 crystals, but the fact that they're not increasing the drop rate for the CTPs means that you could still come away with nothing. So I think in the future, if Netmarble could consider giving us kind of maybe a pity timer, so they could say, after 40 chests, or after 50 chests, or after 100 comic card chests, you're guaranteed one premium card. If they could put in pity timers, it would really go a long way towards having the community come to terms with these new semi-gacha chests that we have. And so, hopefully Netmarble takes that into consideration, and maybe next year for the BF sales we'll have something like that, or maybe we'll have it a lot sooner. If they want to put that in the game now, I would like that very much. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you appreciate the math, if you're going to purchase anything, if you've already purchased something, or if you're completely gonna free to play it and just watch the whales splash around. If you want to watch me splash around, I'm gonna be on Twitch at 7 p.m. dropping an ungodly sum of money. So yeah, see if I pull anything good, maybe. Hope you guys enjoy it. And of course, as always, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow, and I hope you're subscribed. If you're having a good time, take care.